Hello, sir.
Yes, Sri.
Sir, SCD type 2 flag was the flag பண்ணி பார்த்தேன் சார். எனக்கு வந்து ஃபிளாக்ல நல் வேல்யூ நல் தான் ஃபுல்லா வருது. அது எதனாலன்னு தெரியல.
Flagல null வருதா?
நல் வருது.
Flag காலம் வந்து நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா?
கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருந்தேன்.
Flag காலமா எடுத்துட்டு போய் கனெக்ட் பண்ணீங்களா டார்கெட்ல?
கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருந்தேன் சார்.
கனெக்ட் பண்ணா null வராது. டீபக் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்களா?
இல்ல டீபக் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன். நான் நைட்டு தான் பார்த்தேன் சார். அப்போ மார்னிங் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லி இருந்தேன்.
சரி, டீபக் பண்ணி பாருங்க.
ஓகே சார்.
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த 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 போர்ட் வந்து நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களான்னு பாருங்க.
ஓகே.
இப்ப கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? உங்களோட சிஸ்டம் இப்ப கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கா?
இல்ல சார். இப்போ ஓபன் பண்ணட்டுமா? இல்ல கிளாஸ் முடிஞ்ச அப்புறம் ஓபன்.
சரி, ஓகே. முடியறப்ப ஓபன் பண்ணி வைங்க, கடைசியா பார்க்கலாம்.
ஓகே.
Okay, so any other doubt you have? Okay, we will continue. Actually, workflow level task we have started and we have completed a few of the tasks like session task, command task, email task, event wait, and then timer and control task. We have completed up to now. What is meant by event raise? So event raise means we have seen yesterday with event wait with file watcher. Once file comes, it will raise an event indicator file. Then we have completed that event, right? But within the workflow, within this particular workflow, if I want to raise an event, okay, within this particular workflow, if I want to raise an event, I can go for the raise event. Okay, for any scenario, if I want to raise an event, then I can go for raise event. We assume that this session should be completed, then only this should get triggered, started. Okay, then how can I make it? So you can put this session here, but you assume that some dependencies are there here. So we have other sessions also. We need to put here only. Okay, so what I will do here, I will raise one event. So here I will raise one event. So this is called event raise. Wherever you want, you can raise it, but this event will be applicable within this particular workflow only, not out of the workflow. So in order to raise the event, you have to declare the event first. Where can I declare the event, right? I can go to workflows, go to edit, go to events, click on this new event. Okay, add new event, click on OK. So we have declared the event. Go to the event raise, go to properties, the properties user defined event. You can go and raise an event, just raise an event. So that's all. So whenever this employee details completed, this event will get raised. Once this event get raised, something you can start this particular joiner. Say for an example, here you can put one event wait. So you can put one event wait. So you assume that there is some other sessions also, some dependencies are here. That is why we put this session here. Okay, in this session, we have to wait for this event. Go to events. Here you have to go for user defined event. So previously file watcher, we have created with the predefined event. Now we have to go with user defined event. Go to user defined event, choose that event. Okay, new event. Click on OK. So whenever we are creating event within this particular workflow, we have to enable this past events. So then only it will enable the past events here. Okay, that event should be enabled. Enable the past events, apply here, click on OK. Okay, enable past event you have to give. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to enable this timer. So what will happen now? This control task also I will give fail me. So I will not give fail parent. So what will happen? Connected lookup will complete. Then it will wait for an event. So this timer will run for 1 minute. Once this is completed, it will get triggered this one. Once this is completed, it will raise an event. Then only this joiner will start running. See, so whatever the dependency you want to set within the workflow, you can set in this way. So look at now. So I'm going to start. Why every fourth record is failed? Okay, target has index defined upon it. So we will drop the index. So target I have created on index. So it will not load with bulk load. So that's why we will drop the index first. So you will get error like this. Index defined upon it. That means target table has index. If the target table has index, right? So Informatica cannot able to load the data in bulk mode. If you look at here, so there should be in the target, there will be a target load type called bulk. If the index is available in table, right? Target table, Informatica cannot able to load with the bulk load. Okay. So either we have to remove the index or I will remove the index. Otherwise, we have to do for all the table, we have to do. So what is the index name? We have to check it here. Okay, we have to check in the database only. Drop index name. Okay, so this is the index I have created. That's why I have directly removed that index. Okay. Now I'm going to start the workflow. Start workflow. We'll see now. Got succeeded. Next connected lookup is running. After that, event wait will run. See, look at here, event wait is running now. It will wait for an event. When it will complete, once the timer completed, this employee details completed, then it will raise an event. Once this is raised, then it will complete. So please watch this. See, exactly after 1 minute, the timer has completed. Now it is running. Once this is completed, this event wait completed. So this is the way within the workflow. If I want to go for any dependency, then I can go for the event raise and event wait within the workflow. Okay, if I want to give, you can go for event raise and event wait. Okay, so now I will disable this timer as of now. So this workflow, say for an example, this workflow I'm running 3 times per day. 3 times per day. Third time only this particular session should run. How can I implement the logic? So this is something like or this session. This workflow I'm running 3 times per day. This last session, SQ transformation, right? This should run third time only. This is something like a day end aggregation. Okay. Day end aggregation will run. So how to make this particular session at the third time only? So you can go for count. So whenever you are running the workflow for the day, you can count it. So like 1, 2, something like that you can count. Once it has been, the count is equal to 3, then you can make this workflow as this session has succeeded. So you have to count, right? For that, I will go for assignment task. So this is the assignment task. Some variable assignment. You can go to the variable assignment. You can assign the variable assignment task. You can assign a variable. So in order to assign a variable, first you have to declare the variable. Go to workflows, go to edit. You can go to the variables here. Variables. You can click on the add new variables. Click on this. So just I'm adding that variable called count. Okay, so count, simply one variable. Data type is integer. Persistent. What is meant by persistence, right? So once the count has been count, say for an example, count is 1 for today's run, then it will persist the value in the memory. Okay, it will store the value in the memory so that the others can use it. Okay, it will persist the value within the particular workflow. You can use it. It will store the value. Then only next run it will go for 2, 3, something like that. So you will check here. You will check here whether count equal to 3 or not. You'll go for user defined variable. You can double click count equal to 3. You will make count equal to 3. So very first time count equal to 1. Count equal to 3. This will not be equal. So this session will not be executed. It will come out. Second time you are running, you will check count. It's a persistent, right? So count value will be persisted. Then count equal to 2. Then third time count equal to 3. Yes, count equal to 3 means this will get executed. Okay. Once it has been executed today, tomorrow first run it should not run, right? But tomorrow it should go for 4, 5, 6, something like that. It will increment, right? We should not go in this way. What I can do, once this session got completed, you can reset the value again. You put one more assignment task. Once this is completed, double click. You have to reset with count equal to 0. Otherwise, what will happen tomorrow? Since it's the persisted value, tomorrow it will go with count equal to 4, 5, something like that. After that, after today's run, at any time it will not run. That is what we will go for the assignment task. Say for an example, first run I'm going to run. This SQ transformation will not run. Start workflow. Okay, this SQ will not run now. It will stop in the rank transformation itself. See, look at here, assignment task completed. The rank itself, it has stopped. So if you want to know what is the value of the assignment, so you cannot take session log. So this is workflow level task, right? For all the workflow level task, you have to go for workflow log. Right click on the workflow, get workflow log. Okay, workflow log, you have to go there. So you go down and then you can see dollar count and all. So you'll be having something like dollar count. So you look at here, it is making the condition is false. Dollar count equal to 3. Okay, the persisted value. Why persisted value? Persisted value is equal to 0. Actually, persisted value should be 1. It is not incrementing. Oh, here assignment task, we haven't given any expression. Okay, so look at here, assignment task, we have to increment dollar count equal to count plus 1. See, I forgot to increment count plus 1. We have to increment, right? Otherwise, how this will be incremented? See, it will come here. Very first dollar count equal to count plus 1. Then only count equal to 3. That's why we have to check in the workflow log. Okay. So now if you look at here, the persisted value should be 1. So you can go for workflow log. You can check persisted value is 1. You can check this one, count equal to count plus 1, variable equal to value equal to 1. So this is what you are having. Condition is false for the expression dollar count equal to 3. Okay, persisted value equal to 1. So this is what you will be having it. Okay. Okay, second time I'm running. This time also, this SQ transformation will not run. Okay, third time I'm going to run. This time it will run. After that, the persisted value will be 0. Why? Because we have, after executing this, we have again put one assignment task, we have assigned with 0. See, this time this assignment task also running, the SQ transformation got executed. Okay. Again, if you are running, whether it should run this SQ transformation, no, it should not run. This is second day, first run. So this is what you have to go with, the workflows and everything. Clear on this? The assignment task, the even weight, even race, control task and everything. Clear? Okay, so you have the next task is called a decision task. See, decision task will decide which flow I have to go with. Either I have to go here or here, something like that. Say, for an example, I will put the decision task here. Okay, whether I have to go this side or this side, I want to decide. Or I can put the decision task here. Okay, wherever I want, I can put. I will put one decision task here. Okay, so here I will put some condition. Based on the condition, I'll go to this particular way or this way. I'll have one more session here. Okay, SCD. I will take this one. Either I have to go this side or this side. I have to choose this one. Okay, so I'm going to run this particular workflow. All the day it should go with this particular flow. Month end, it should go this particular flow. Month end. Or normal days, it should go this way. Month end, it should go this way. So how to put the dependency? Double click on it. So you can make the decisions here. So I'm making some condition here. Okay. So this is the condition I'm making. Sys date equal to last day of sys date. Okay. Sys date equal to last day of sys date. Validate. Click on OK. Apply. Okay here. So this is what the decision task. This decision task, I have made sys date equal to last day of sys date. When this particular condition will execute, succeed, only last day, right? So you can put the condition equal to true here. In this one, you can put condition equal to true. Month end, it will go in this flow. If the condition is false, we can put here. Condition equal to false. You can go in this way, right? So this is what I can go with the decision task. So you can go the decision task like this. You can go for, I'm going to start workflow. Now, once the load every fourth record complete, it will go to the SCD date. It will not go to the other flow. So you can decide where to go. So you can ask me the question like, okay, this can be achieved by using the link task itself, right? So why you are going for one decision task? See, link task is only here only it will take the link, but decision task you can take any number of decisions, like any number of link you can take. And say for an example, these two, I want to put one decisions. Okay, this one is separate decision. Then I can put decision task here. So either of one is completed and condition you have to put here. Then you can put one decision task here. Okay, so something like that decision task will be used here. It has been executed this flow, right? SCD date got failed, but anyhow, this particular flow it has executed. Why it got failed? Because we haven't given the connection. We have to give the target connection for all the instance. So here also target. So we have given here, and say for an example, this is what we have given. So this is the decision task. Wherever you want to go, decide, then you can go for a decision task. For an example, I have to go for worklet. So what is worklet? So worklet is nothing but it's a reusable component. So instead of one particular session for any in the project level, for if you want to go for some 3 or 4 sessions should be reusable, then you can go for the worklet. Say for an example, I'm copying all these sessions. Okay, this from this session I will copy. Okay, I will copy these sessions. Control C. I'm just pasting here. It will paste WKLT_1. Do you want to copy? Yes. It will copy here. Arrange horizontally. You can remove this event. This event race also you can remove. This timer also you can remove. Just I have copied from there. Okay. So this one will complete. Then it should complete like this. Control yes. You can arrange horizontally. You can remove this. Okay. This will run. Okay, this is something like worklet you have created. Can I execute the worklet from worklet designer? No. Look at here. You cannot execute. But I want to execute all this. You have to call the worklet in this particular workflow designer. See, worklet in workflow designer. Where I'm calling, I'm going to call this worklet in this particular after SCD date. The worklet should be executed. The worklet will be available here. Whichever the workflow you want, you can drag and drop. So you can connect here worklet, double click on the worklet. You can go for, you can see all this. Okay, fail parent, if this task fails, all this you can apply. Once this is completed, worklet will be executed. In the workflow designer, if you want to execute worklet alone, then you can go for start task. If you are going for start task, it will start this workflow as per this logic. Okay, so first this one will be completed, then this will go. If you want to execute only one session, the worklet, then you have to start from the monitor only. So save this, execute. So I'm going to execute. SCD date completed, then it is going with worklet. This worklet is running as per the logic. If any session got failed on anything, you have to start from here only, monitor only. From the previous run, you have to start it. Restart task. Restart workflow from task. So that is what you can start. Clear? So yesterday you asked the question, right? How to start the workflow and everything. So this is what you have to start the workflow. Sorry, worklet. Clear on this?
I have a doubt. So suppose inside the worklet, if I set any variable, can we pass it to the parent?
Okay, so you are saying inside the workflow you are setting up any variable.
Can
Okay.
we take it?
So in which variable?
In the assignment operator, we are setting any variable.
That assignment variable you can take. So say for an example, here you are assigning a variable. Okay, you want to assign a variable. So I will go with worklet. So edit. So here you have to use the variable. Okay, that variable we cannot use it. Okay, here I'm using $value. It's integer persistent value. So apply, use here. Then this variable you cannot use it here. So this variable will not be available. Go here. This variable different, that variable different. If you want to pass it, then the mapping level you have to use and you have to pass it. Set variable we have, right? Mapping level you have to do. Worklet level we cannot pass.
Okay. That concept you will teach later, right?
Set variable. That one I will teach the parameter and variable.
Okay. So mapping level we have to set it up, and if we set it up in the mapping level, then we will call it.
Yeah, you can pass it to the next session also. Here also we can pass whatever the variable we have assigned, right? Okay. So that variable we can pass.
Okay. And we can call in the main flow also. Here also we can take it.
Yeah,
If
one
inside,
session to another session we can pass.
okay, in the worklet also, if that session is there, and main also we can call it, right?
Yes, yes.
Inside the worklet session, if we set that mapping variable, we can call it here also in the
Yeah,
parent
one
also.
session to another session we can use.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what the worklet, link task, assignment, control timer, all this. Okay, so you know already what is my start workflow, start task, start workflow from task, and scheduler. Scheduler means, say for an example, normally we'll go for third-party scheduler. So now we are running the on demand. So like we are right clicking on the particular workflow, we are starting the workflow. If I want to go for schedule it, I can go for the scheduler. Say for an example, here I will go with workflow, go to edit. So here you can choose some integration service changes and everything. If I have some Unicode integration services and all, you can choose it here, different integration service. You can go to the properties. You can see the properties, all the properties of parameter file. So this is for workflow level. Go to the scheduler, non-reusable scheduler we can go. Non-reusable scheduler means the scheduler will be applicable for this particular workflow only. Go to this particular icon, click on this icon, go to schedule. Instead of run on demand, you can go for run on integration service initialization. 837. Okay, so I will make 839. Okay, 839. Run every 2 minutes. Run every 2 minutes once. End after some 5 runs. 5 runs it will end. So you can give any options here. So start time should be future time only. Run once, customized repeat. Customized repeat means, say for an example, Monday, Friday, second Saturday, whatever the frequency you want to give, you can give here all the frequency. Okay, just I have given run every 2 minutes. So run every 1 day. That is also you can give. So all this you can give. Control yes. Instead of start workflow, you have to give start schedule workflow. So if you are giving schedule workflow, it has just been scheduled 839, right? So if you look at here 839, it will automatically run. I'm not doing anything. So 839, you can see automatically run. Then after 839, 841, it will complete. Sorry, 841, next run it will run. Okay, so 841 got scheduled, right? Again 841 automatically it will run. Then 843 it will be scheduled. So this is the Informatica scheduler, but we have other scheduler like a third-party scheduler like Control M, Autosys, UC4, Redwood. Different schedulers are there. Okay, different schedulers are there in the market. Okay, so this is what the scheduler and everything. Any doubt in this particular workflow level task and everything? Okay. So now we will go to the mapping. So mapping level, we have some properties. We will see the properties one by one. So these are all like mapping level properties. So in mapping, if you look at this mapping, you have option called create. So what is meant by create? So create means we are creating a new mapping. Copy is, if I want to copy this particular mapping, like one more copy, like backup, you can go for mapping, copy as. So I'm making that workflow, making a copy of this workflow as backup. So just I have made it like a copy here. Okay, this is backup. So in the backup, I'm doing some changes. Look at here, in the backup, I'm doing some changes. So I'm not doing the if not of is null of something, I'm making the condition. Okay. Sysdate plus 1. Okay, changes here in update strategy. I'm updating this 0. Some changes are there between this backup and the type 2. Okay, I want to compare this type 2 with the backup. What changes are there? Two different mapping or two different workflows I want to compare. You can go to the mapping. You know what is meant by copy as, you know what is meant by edit. Edit means if I want to edit the name of the mapping, then I can go for the edit. Okay. Then go to the mapping. You know what is by close. Close means the mapping will be closed. Delete means mapping will get deleted permanently. Validate. So validate the mapping. So you can check whether it is valid or not. Then you can go for compare. Compare. So you cannot do manual compare, right? So connected, look, what is that? SCD date. So backup is invalid. We'll check why it is invalid. Okay. Then we will compare. Something we have changed it, right? So if the mapping is coming like invalid, we have to check why it is invalid. Backup to make it like save. It is showing like invalid. Okay, effective date. Effective date, operand plus cannot be converted to a number. This is date. So we'll check why it is. Sysdate plus 1 is not taking. So you have to go with the add to date. So in that method, okay, directly we cannot go. Add to date, you know, right? So you remember we have done for epoch time converter. So I have checked why it is not valid. You have to check the log here. Okay. Normally we will check it log here. Then we have to find out. Then I will compare. Go to mapping. Compare this backup to SCD date. Okay. So we have SCD date type 2 backup. We have SCD type 2. Compare it. So whatever the differences you are seeing, Informatica is seeing, it will make with red color. Okay, there is a mismatch in the name. Yes, mapping name is different. Okay, any other changes are there? You can go to the mapping. Mapping, there is no changes. Folder is same folder only. Repository also same. Go to instance. So there is a change in expression as well as update strategy. What is the changes in expression? Double click on this expression. Okay, go to transformation port. Yes, here there is a change. So it will highlight. You can easily find out where is the difference. See, if you are going for any developer, right? So definitely this will be used in real-time project. Okay, click on close, then go below update strategy, double click on it, go to port properties. You can see here it's a 0, it's a 1. So this is the way you can go for you can check the differences. Okay, you can compare. Okay, and close it. So this is what the comparison. So what is meant by dependencies? So dependencies in the sense, if you are taking the dependency, right? So for example, if you are taking this session, sorry, this mapping dependency, if you are going to the mapping, go to dependencies. If you are clicking on the dependency, so whatever the workflow session, all this are dependent to this particular mapping, it will take. So this is the mapping. Okay, this lookup transformation, and this is the session. Not session, this is a source definition. Okay, this is the session we have. Okay, session and workflow. So workflow, 2 workflows it has been used. One workflow is workflow master, one workflow is this one. So like this, it will take a dependency. Say for an example, your customer is saying that this particular target table is not loaded correctly. We have to backtrack it. In real time, how do you know which mapping it is loading? So you have to go to the target table. Okay, target table or source table or anything. You can right click on the table. You can make dependencies. It will find where it will be used. See here, in this mapping only, we are using this table as target. Okay, this is very much used in real time. Right click on this, open in workspace. This mapping will be opened. If you go and check, this will be there in the target. Then you can find where, how this particular mapping is getting loaded. You can say, for an example, this email ID is not loaded properly. You can right click, you can make select link path backward. See, from where this email ID is getting populated, it will be flowing from source to target. Okay, from source the email ID is coming, then it is going to the expression, then it is going to the router, so it is going to the target. So in this scenario, the email ID is not populating here in target, that means source itself, the email ID is not populated. So we haven't used any filter here, right? So only thing is we are using router. Router, we have to check whether we are filtering out based on the email ID. No. So this is the way you have to backtrack. Okay. So whatever you told, right? You are not able to see the flag. You right click on the flag. You go to the select link path, check backward direction, whether from where it is getting populated, or do the debugging, start debugger, all the debugging, why it is not populated. Okay, clear on this?
Yes.
So this is the select link path, backward dependencies, all this. Okay.
So dependency. Suppose that I have imported the target under this folder, okay, with t_customer update. In some other folder, if I create a same target, it will be with the same name.
We can create some other folder. We can create.
Okay.
Okay. Folder
then
we
each
can
and
create,
every folder level we have to see.
Yes,
every
folder level we have
folder
to
we
take.
have to check. But dependency, when I click on this and check for dependency, only in this folder what are the mapping it will show,
yes.
right? In
yes.
other folder, what are the mapping?
It will not show.
It will not show.
You have to go and check in other folder also.
Get a folder.
That is why if you have a lot of folders in real-time project, you have to check. You'll identify where the normally That is what our production support engineer's job. We have to identify. Blindly, your customer is saying that this report is not populated correctly.
Yes.
They are from business, right? They will say like in the perspective of report only. What the report writers, the Tableau developer or any other report developers, right? They will assign the ticket to us saying that, okay, this is the table, it is getting loaded. This table, it doesn't have any data. That is why the report is not populating with correct data. Then their job is identifying the tables and then they will assign it to us. Okay, then our job, we have to check why this table is not getting loaded. We have to backtrack. We have to find out. Okay. Then we have to tell them, okay, this is a source issue. From the source itself, we are not getting the data. If the source is our control, we have to check. If the source is some other different team, we have to mail to the team CCing that customer, right? So then customer also will be notified. They will also follow. That is what you have to do in the production support environment.
Each and every folder we have to check out.
Yeah, each and every folder. That you know which folder and all. Okay. So you will come to know. So if you are working for 1 or 2 times this particular folder and all, right? You will come to know, say for an example, just payment folder, payments table, core table, some risk table, something like that, right? So where it will be available, you should know. So mainly some 2 to 3 folders only will be there. You will come to know where it is there. Okay.
And one more doubt. So I can create mapping with the same name in different folder, like 2 folders.
You can create. Yes, you can create. See, m_update strategy, right?
Yeah.
So it should be there here also. m_update strategy. See, it's there, right?
Okay.
Same name I have created, but different folder. Okay, same folder we cannot create. Different folder we can create.
It's anyhow anyway in the backup table, right? Like repository table, we can find out where this particular table is used. That will
we can take. Yeah, that it will show you all the 2 folders. Say for an example, here I will go for I have created a repository in admin folder, right? The admin folder. Select star from lot of repository tables are there. Okay, so if you look at here, some repository queries will be there. These are all the repository tables. These tables are repository tables. Okay, in the back end, we have to check it. If I want to check it, I can check in this particular tables. Subject means it's a folder. Okay, select star from subject means it's a folder name. See, these are the folders are there. If you go and check there, you can see this folder only there, right? Yeah. How many folders are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 folders will be there. When it has been created, all the data will be available here in the metadata. This is called metadata tables. Okay, subject. Task run means this is a task run, workflow run. Workflow run, when the workflow has been executed. See all this with subject ID. You know the subject ID, right? Subject ID means so the folder name, right?
The folder name.
Workflow ID, workflow run ID, workflow name. Okay. See here, it's different subject, same workflow name. Something like a same workflow also will be there. Different subject ID. You can check it here. Is there any different? Yeah, if you look at here, workflow aggregator.
Yeah.
Is there with 3, 18, 19, right? 18, 19. So you can join with this table subject and you can find which subject name, right?
Oh,
If from this
yes.
table you can make A, comma, this table B, okay, where A dot subject ID, subject underscore ID equal to B dot subject underscore ID. So here I will make A dot star, comma, B dot subject name. Subject. So I make B dot subject name first, okay. Then A dot subject ID, A dot star, all the columns from the table. So you will get this B dot subject ID. Okay, B dot subject ID. Oh, B here. Sorry. We will check it. What is the column name? Star from this table. Okay, SUBJID. Okay. B dot subject ID. So it is there in dev folder, right? And the workflow name is, what is the workflow name? Aggregator, right? I will put this filter also. And A dot workflow name equal to this workflow. See here, it is there in dev folder. Okay, it is there in 8 AM IST folder, 8 PM IST folder also. Same workflow.
Okay.
Got it? So this is what
Same
in the
way,
backend.
yeah, same way we can check for connections also, right?
Anything can check it.
Okay.
See, you should know what is the metadata tables. That's all. So you can check it, all the connections and everything. Log file, where is the log file, right? So normally we will check it in the backend only. But in real time, you should make sure that you have access to this particular folder. This particular database. At least you should have the read access, right?
Yeah.
So you can check anything. Okay, what is the server name, service ID? So anything you can able to check when it has been executed, all this. So this is the metadata queries. Okay. So like this, you have to check it. All the metadata queries and metadata tables and everything. So even the performance tuning, right? So that time we'll come to know. So say for example, if I'm going to, while performance tuning, I will explain this. So I'm going to execute this particular query. Okay, so I'm going to execute this one. It will show you which workflow, which session is taking longer time. See, if you have thousands of session is running, right, in real time, you need to identify some long running sessions. How will you identify? Will you able to identify in the monitor? Thousands of sessions will be running, not only one. You cannot identify here, right?
Yeah.
See, if you are identifying each and every session, you have to check when it has been started, when it has been ended. Right? But in the backend, you will execute the query, you will put the descending order of the timing. Okay, you know when the start time of the workflow, right? End time of the workflow, or workflow or session. Session level you have to check in this particular one. Okay, in this particular table, session level entry will be there. So session level, you should know when the session has been started, ended. You take minus end time minus start time. You will get that duration, right? So you make the duration in descending order. So within the folder or all the folders, whatever the folder we have access, we will check it. Folder we will restrict. Okay, our integration service we will restrict. in the query itself. Then we will identify, okay, which workflow is taking longer time. Then we will go for the performance improvement method. Clear? Okay. So this is what you will go for the performance tuning.
Sir, what the things we do in ETL testing, like?
So ETL testing, as a ETL developer, we will load the data from source to target. Okay, we will load the data from source to target. We will apply the logic as per the business requirement. As a tester, they will not have access to this particular ETL. Okay, they will have access only to monitor. They will execute the flow. They will check the data in the target table. Okay, they will check the data in the target table, whether the data has been loaded or not. Once the table has been loaded, they will take the target data, they will take the source data, they will apply the business requirement in the query itself, SQL query itself. They will do minus queries, minus operations. Then they will do the ETL testing. Clear?
Yeah, okay, sir, clear.
So this is what we will go for the ETL testing and everything. Any doubt as of now on all the dependencies and what is this the meaning of this one? So normally, how will you generate the workflow? So once you have created the mapping, you'll go to the workflow designer. There you will create the session. Then we'll create a workflow, right? Yes. But from here also you can create. From mapping also, you can go to the generate workflow. Here also you can create workflow with reusable session, workflow with non-reusable session. So you can see all the connection you can give. Okay. Then go to next. You can create the workflow and session. Automatically it is creating, right? If you are giving next, it will create in the workflow manager. That is also possible. Okay. Sometimes they will create from here also. So tomorrow we'll see what is the target load plan, target load type, and what is the parameters and variables and everything. Okay. Srigiri, have you taken? எடுத்துட்டீங்களா அத?
எஸ் சார் இப்போ எடுத்துட்டேன்.
கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டீங்களா?
இல்ல சார், நான் வந்து அதை டீபக் பண்ணல.
ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க.
ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
See, you have to debug. அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து தெரியும் என்ன நம்ம பண்றோம் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஓகேவா?
ஓகே. ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் ஆச்சு சார்?
No, not it. ஓகே. ஃபிளாக் நான் தான் சொன்னேன்ல, நீங்க கனெக்ஷனே கொடுக்கலன்ட்டு. ஃபிளாக் எங்க கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க?
ஓகே, டார்கெட் 1ல வந்து அது நான் வந்து அப்ளை பண்ணல. ஓகே,
நான் சொன்னேன்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்க்காமலே சொன்னா.
ஓகே ஓகே, நல்லா
வரலன்னு சொன்னோன்னா நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், இங்க வந்து நீங்க கனெக்ஷன், இது வந்து இன்சர்ட் லாஜிக் கரெக்டா?
ஆமா.
நியூ ரெக்கார்ட்லயே நீங்க கொடுக்கல, அப்புறம் எப்படி அப்டேட் ரெக்கார்டுக்கு போகும்? ஸோ கொடுங்க அந்த ஃபிளாக. இப்போ ரன் பண்ணி பாருங்க. ஓகேவா? ரன் பண்ணி டிபக் பண்ணுங்க. இங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க? ரன் பண்ணுங்க, போயிட்டு மேப்பிங் ஒர்க் ஃப்ளோ ரன் பண்ணுங்க. இங்க ரன் பண்றீங்க, ஒர்க் ஃப்ளோ போயிட்டு ரன் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன் இந்த ரெபாசிட்டரி நேவிகேட்டர் இங்க இருக்கு? அந்த ரெபாசிட்டரி நேவிகேட்டர் மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. அந்த ரெப் மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க.
அது வந்து ஸ்மால் பாக்ஸா வந்து
நான் சொல்றேன், ரெப் மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. அந்த REP மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. REP மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க.
இதுலயே பாக்ஸ் குள்ள சார்.
REP மேல ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. REP மேல அலோவ் டாக்கிங் கொடுத்துட்டீங்களா? அலோவ் டாக்கிங்ல இருக்குது. இப்போ எடுத்து போய் அங்க வைங்க.
புரியல.
அலோவ் டாக்கிங் இருக்கட்டும். அது கரெக்ட் தான்.
ஓகே.
இப்போ இந்த ரெபாசிட்டரி எடுத்து அங்க வைங்க. சைடுல வைங்க. இந்த சைடுல லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல எங்க இருந்தது அங்க கொண்டு போய் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அந்த இடத்துல ரெபாசிட்டரி நேவிகேட்டரை எந்த இடத்துல இருந்தோ அந்த இடத்துல ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன் இப்படி வச்சுட்டு இருக்கீங்க இந்த இடத்துல?
இல்ல சார், அது வந்து மினிமைஸா வந்து எனக்கு ஓப்பனா ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்தே ஓப்பனா தான் இருந்துச்சு.
அதுதான் சொல்றாங்க. லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல கொண்டு போய் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்றாங்க.
ஓகே.
drag and drop பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு போங்க. இப்போ மானிட்டர் போய் செக் பண்ணுங்க.
சிக்னல் வருது சார்.
டேட்டா செக் பண்ணுங்க. இதுல டேட்டா பேஸ்ல அந்த மெசேஜஸ் லாக்ஸை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. அந்த விண்டோ வேண்டாம்.
ஓகே.
நீங்க ட்ரங்கேட் அண்ட் லோட் பண்ணல. கீழே போங்க. ஒண்ணு
ஓகே. ஓகே.
நீங்க ஏதோ தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அதை செக் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகேவா? இது ட்ரங்கேட் அண்ட் லோட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. சின்ஸ் அது வந்து லுக்அப் பண்ணும்போது ஒன்றுன்னு எடுக்காதனால அது மறுபடியும் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுது. ஸோ அந்த லாஜிக் என்னன்னு செக் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே.
டீபக்
பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்தே ட்ரங்கேட் பண்ணிட்டு டார்கெட் டேபிள்ல லோட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல
லோட் பண்ணிப்போம்.
ஏன்னா இப்பதான் அந்த இது லோட் ஆகுது ஃபிளாக். இப்பதான் அது வந்து லுக்அப்ல எடுக்கும். முன்னாடி வந்து லுக்அப்ல எடுத்திருக்காது. அதனால அந்த டேட்டா இல்லைன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு மறுபடியும் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே.
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 ஓகே. ஸோ இப்படிதான் நீங்க டீபக் பண்ணணும். சரிங்களா? இது வந்து எல்லாத்துக்குமே தான் சொல்றேன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க டீபக் பண்ணாதான் ரியல் டைம்ல போயிட்டு நீங்க வந்து அந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வந்து உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். ஓகே. இப்ப டீபக் பண்ணாதீங்க. நான் என்ன சொன்னேன்? டார்கெட்டை ட்ரங்கேட் பண்ணிட்டு இங்க பாருங்க லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல ஏன் இத்தனை மேப்பிங் நீங்க வந்து இன்வாலிட் இதுல வச்சிருக்கீங்க ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணாம.
வந்து டேபிள் டெலீட் ஆனது வந்து அப்படியே
இத்தனை மேப்பிங் ஆக்சுவலா ஒரு மேப்பிங் m_score இன்வாலிட் இருக்கு. லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல அந்த ட்ரையாங்கிள் மார்க் இருந்ததுன்னா அது எல்லாமே வந்து ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணலன்னு அர்த்தம். டிராக் அண்ட் டிராப் பண்ணி உள்ள போடுங்க. ஒரு மேப்பிங் உள்ள போடுங்க. அதான் ஒண்ணு உள்ள போடுங்க. மேல போய் வேலிடேட் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன் டார்கெட் இல்ல இருக்கு?
அது வந்து டெலீட் சின்ன புதுசா நான் புது மேப்பிங் பண்ணும்போது அதுல இருக்கிற டேபிளே ஆல்டர் பண்ணிட்டு தான் பண்ணேன்.
இப்ப ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இப்ப வேலிடேட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இது இன்வாலிட்னு மாறிடும்.
ஓகே.
ஓகேவா?
புரியுது.
நீங்க அதான் சொன்னேன் நான். ஒரு இடத்துல போய் ஒரு மேப்பிங் நீங்க டார்கெட்டை போய் இந்த டார்கெட் டிசைனர்ல டெலீட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. If you have deleted the target in target designer, wherever it has been used, in all the places it will get deleted. Okay. So we have to be very careful before deleting any object. Okay.
Okay.
We can clear the object, but we cannot delete. We should not delete unless we are going to really delete that flow. Okay. எங்கெல்லாம் நீங்க அந்த டார்கெட் யூஸ் பண்ணிருந்தீங்களோ அங்க எல்லாமே
டெலீட்
ஓகேவா?
நியூலி கிரியேட் பண்ண வேணும்னு சொல்லி அதுலயே எடிட் பண்ணி பண்ண அதனால தான்.
Okay. Then we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all.